Alright, prepare your anuses because I'm not going easy this video. There will be a lot of salt thrown around, but just know that it's all in the name of good fun. I'm proud to say that my JDM boys were able to take a joke, so let's hope that all you Italian boys can too. Anyways, that's enough of that. Let's move on to the video and to our first company, Alfa Romeo. The 4C, outlandish style, questionably super. The 8C, classic straight 8 power. The 8C Competizione, classic alpha power reimagined. The 12C, couldn't corner worth The 33 Stradale, pure racing spirit embodied. The Giulia Quadrifoglio, truncated Ferrari super sedan. The GT, style and performance meet. The Mito, or Me Too, I don't know how you're supposed to say. I'm gonna say it's Me Too. Buy a Mini instead. The Alfa Romeo, redundancy at its finest. On to the next company, Ferrari. The 348, loses to Acura NSX. The Testarossa, vaporwave music intensifies. The 355, that goddamn gearbox. The 360, the entry-level Ferrari. The 430, beautifully balanced and stunning. The 458, natural aspirations final frontier. The 488, the twin turbo controversy. The Enzo, your appreciating retirement plan. Honestly, it saddens the hell out of me that people don't drive these things just because they want to collect them and they appreciate like crap because of it. I mean, for crying out loud, our daddy Doug didn't even get a chance to drive it, and if someone's denying the daddy Doug DeMuro a chance to drive a car, you know, there's a special place in hell for those kinds of people. Anyways, the FXX, Project Gotham Racing Nostalgia. Does anyone even remember this game? Please tell me someone remembers this game. The FXXK. Fiat. I actually have 4 words to describe the entire company Fiat itself. Are you ready for it? Fix it again, Tony! Yeah, I bet you haven't heard that one before. I'm not sorry, by the way. If you ever plan on buying a Fiat, be prepared to have those 4 words haunt your nightmares in every single conversation that you have. You've heard it from Mr. Regular, and you'll hear it from me again. It comes with buying a Fiat, it really does. Anyways, the 124 Spider, Italian Miata identity crisis. The 500, instant chick magnet. Seriously. And that's not a joke. Actually, a lot of guys, we think we know what girls want when they want a car or what they think is a cool, attractive car. We don't. We really don't. The 500X didn't pull out quickly. The Barchetta, Fiat's golden experimental era. And the Turbo Coupe, awesome, or in this case coupe because it's not American. The Turbo Coupe, awesome poor man's Ferrari. And God, do I miss Fiat's experimental days. I know that they're not exactly the most profitable company right now, and that's why they have to deal with making all these stupid 500s. I'm glad they brought back the 124 Spire, but the Turbo Coupe, I never understood why it was made fun of for being a poor man's Ferrari, because it was kick-ass. That inline 5 turbo, it was awesome as hell. I don't care who calls this car as a poor man's Ferrari. If you own one of these, you're an instant badass in my book. You know, more power to you. Fiat, if you ever get the chance, make one of these again. I'm dead serious. And on to my personal favorite Italian company, Lamborghini. The Lamborghini Countach, the coolest car ever. The Diablo, second coolest car ever. Jalpa, the Lamborghini that could. The LM002, when Lamborghini got high. Gallardo, every YouTuber has one. Murcielago, as freaking most Americans say. Does it sound like I'm irritated by this? Of course I am. I made a freaking video about this car and everyone was trying to correct my pronunciation. So apparently the Spanish pronunciation was indeed correct, as confirmed by many Spanish viewers in my audience. Anyways, Murcielago, it's the Batmobile. This is a reference to the fact that the Batman movies featured a Murcielago because Murcielago means bat in Spanish. This has also caused every non-car person ever to call every Lamborghini ever the Batmobile. Like, this ain't even a car guy issue. Any true DC fan knows that the Batmobile and Batman's personal mobile are 2 entirely different vehicles. His Lamborghini is just his personal vehicle, not the freaking Batmobile. That's an entirely different vehicle. Murcielago SV. This is the V12 that will pierce the heavens. That's not 4 words, I just wanted to say that and I'm sticking with it. Sesto Elemento. Look, it's the Zentorno. Every 12-year-old ever. Reventon. Down syndrome Aventador prototype. Remember how I said how you should prepare anuses because I'm gonna get really opinionated this video? Here's an unpopular opinion. I don't know why everyone sings praises about the Reventon being based on a Firejet and how it's the sexiest Lamborghini. I just don't see it. I really don't see it. I think the Reventon it looks a lot bleh, like the Aventador looks more happy and lifted up and more proper aggressive. I mean, the Reventon looks like it has Down syndrome. Yeah, mostly this is just a dumb inner 16-year-old fanboy in me speaking. I can already feel the dislikes coming. The Aventador, every teenager's wet dream. The Aventador Super Veloce, the show-stopping V12 monster. The Aventador S, Type R's lost brother. Get it? Because they both have tri-exhaust? That's all I had to go off of for those 4 words. I know it's bad, but the Aventador S is my least favorite Aventador, so that's all I had for it. Let's move on now. Anyways, the Aventador SVJ. Limits are being broken. Seriously though, I think this is the first time Lamborghini has ever made a V12 model after the SV model. Usually the SV model is the final model, but they made one after it because those absolute mad lads were like, you know what, limits were meant to be broken. They've been playing too much goddamn Final Fantasy VII up in there. Anyways, the Egoista, selfishly styled Hot Wheels. Don't try to convince me otherwise. This car looks like a freaking Hot Wheels toy. I mean, just look at it. That's what it is. The Lamborghini Centenario, Forza Horizon 3 called. The Huracan, most overrated Lambo ever. That is not just an opinion, by the way, that is actually a factual statement because, fun fact in case you didn't know, as of last year, the Huracan has actually surpassed the Gallardo in production numbers, making it the most common Lamborghini, which is probably why Gallardos are actually bouncing up in value right now because people love buying Lambos and really just most supercars in the name of rarity. So there you go. You want a Lambo? Go get a Huracan. The Veneno, voted 2013's ugliest car. Okay, so in 2013, people must have been on some serious drugs because this car was voted, they assembled the top 100 list of ugliest cars of all time, and this car got #1. You know that weird van that looks like it's going hyuk hyuk hyuk? You know, the one that looks like it has like worse Down syndrome than the Reventon has? That van was rated prettier looking than the Veneno. Like, still think the Reventon is pretty, just not as pretty as the Aventador. The Veneno is badass. I don't care if you think it's ugly, there's no way it's the ugliest car in history. No way. There are definitely uglier cars. It just seems like everyone in 2013 who worked on that list were just jealous mofos and ranked it as ugly. Like, no, there are so many cars uglier than the Veneno. Sorry if I'm just constantly going on tangents this video, but I like getting in discussions and kind of talking about these cars. On to the next company, Lancia, or Lancia. I'm sorry, I'm a dumb American, so I'm just gonna say Lancia. And actually, British people also say Lancia, so don't blame me. Anyways, the Delta HF, the greatest rally legend. The Stratos, rear-wheel drive, best-wheel drive. And yeah, I know, I kind of cheated on using an abbreviation, but whatever. My video, my rules, rear-wheel drive will always rule the day. And on to Maserati, the Gran Turismo, every international student's whip. Seriously, on Purdue campus, all I ever saw, in every single Maserati that I saw, it was some Asian kid driving it. And I know, this is coming from an Asian kid myself before someone thinks I'm racist. Like, nah, like, you know, apparently it's like on every campus too. Like, it's become a meme. Like, people know this stuff. You go to college, you see a Maserati, there's an international student in it, period. That's just how it works. Anyways, on to the Ghibli. There are better options, according to Daddy Doug, and remember, his word is law. And if you couldn't already tell, I'm not really a fan of Maserati, so before I start crapping too hard on the rest of their cars, I'm just gonna stop right here and move on to the final manufacturer of this video. Pagani, Zonda C12, AMG and slutty dress. The Zonda C12S, the sequel got better. The Zonda F, F for Final Zonda. Zonda Cinque, psych, here's another 5. The Zonda Tricolore, Italian pride, German power. The Zonda Uno, don't draw for me. The Zonda 760, too many freaking Zondas. I'm not even going to list all the 760 variants. There were so many since they were special ordered and customized by their customers. So as far as I'm concerned, we're just gonna put one entry right here, you know, move on to the next one. The Zonda R, Too cool for rules. I never really understood. I can't believe the only reason this car wasn't allowed to race on a track was because it was too loud. Like, you know what? Screw your rules. I have money. Shout out if you know where that reference is from. Anyways, the Zonda R Evolution. Not even final form. The Zonda Revoluzione. The last ultimate Zonda. The Zonda HP Barchetta. Just kidding. There's no end. I've said it once before, and I'll say it again. If you have the money, all you have to do is politely ask Horatio Pagani, and boom, he'll make another Zonda for you. The Huayra, the slowest hypercar ever, which is still faster than most supercars, but kind of makes the Huayra stuck in some twisted half-life of a category where it's not fast enough to compete with most hypercars, but it's definitely faster than most supercars. We should just make like an in-between category for it. Just kidding, we shouldn't. I've already discussed this in a prior video. Anyways, the Huayra BC. A proper Pagani hypercar, and in my opinion, I love the BC. It fixed everything that the regular Huayra was lacking. It gave the Huayra much needed extremeness in regards to style and performance, and guess what? That's gonna be it for this video. Make sure to suggest a country for next time. Again, I'm probably gonna go back to making some regular styled videos. I know these videos aren't loved by everyone. I've been receiving a lot of comments saying that they kind of are sick of seeing all these videos, but I know a lot of you guys do enjoy these videos, so I want to keep a balance of that going. Other than that though, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to check out my other videos, my other forward videos, or just my other videos in general. But until then, see y'all next time. Blade Angel out.